Hello friends, it's Reza. Welcome to channel Reza Blade and to one of my weekly plate reviews. I just want to give you guys a heads up that this week I don't just have a plate review, I've got a tutorial for this set coming out in a couple of days. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed and put on notifications if you like this set so that you can see my the tutorial about it. I know that you guys have mentioned that you like the tutorials, so even though they're a little longer, I'm gonna make them on a regular basis so that everybody gets what they want from the channel. Anyway, so today I have two of the larger, relatively new Nicole Diary format plates. These are the size of an Uber Chic or Lena plate, but they are Nicole Diary, and they're about, I think, maybe 34 of them released by now. Right now, they're not, just like the other smaller plates, they're not coming backed, but Carly at Lantern and Wren does sell the backings. Also, AliExpress sells the backings if you don't mind if you get them this year. But if you want to get them right away, I recommend Lantern and Wren. They ship really fast. Anyway, so I have plate number L16 and L26 to review for you today. I've got two manicures to show you as kind of inspo manis as usual. Also, I have the swatches that I did for each plate. If you enjoy this video, I'm going to remind you ahead of time, please press the like button. And I'd love it if you'd comment below to tell me which mani you prefer, whether you like the plates, whether you like the sample manis I did, some ideas or requests that you have for future videos, anything you have to say, I'd love to hear it. I always respond. So I've got a few sample manis from each plate on swatches as well as the inspo manis because I wanted to show you that just because these are texture or geometrical, one is a texture plate and one is a geometric plate. And I wanted to show you that these are just full of options. And I bought each of these at $3.29 each with free shipping on eBay. I'll include a link down below. And if you want one of the plates, you can check out my link. I have to apologize in advance for any police sirens or chainsaws or dogs that you hear in the background. Today has been a really noisy day, and I waited until late to record because of it, and there's still all sorts of noise out there. So I'm just going to plug ahead and do what I can. So here, let me show you the first plate, L16. So I'm going in numerical order. Well, that one isn't looking very good. There you go. So you've got a kind of a fiber texture plate here, image here with a warp and a weft, and then sort of a splatter look. Also splatter, different kind of splatter. All these graffiti ideas, I used 3 different tiles to get these, so hopefully you'll like that. I have this, which is kind of a, you see these little sphere circles here. This one I did with this sample right here. Also, I've got some mineral sort of geode looks here. They remind me of malachite, actually, the way that they're variegated there. And then some other looks that I'm not going to really kind of classify everything. This looks like, cracked ground. This looks like your skin gets when you've been mud wrestling and the mud is drying on your skin. I guess it might work for mud masks too. That might be a more more common example. Anyway, whatever. It looks like it the skin sort of gets when mud is drying on your skin and it sort of starts to crack. This plate, as well as the other one, just a heads up that they do tend to stain a little bit. I'm going to show you the plate as I go through the explanation that I have. Another kind of fibery looking. That's really cool. If you kind of turn it this way and that, it looks almost like it's moving or 3D or something. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that these images have been tending to stain. Oh, I want to show you this one. It looks kind of like fibers too. This one is right here. I like that. That's on a kind of a black cherry polish. Good gracious. There you go. There's a focus. All right. Anyway, so it does tend towards staining. I put some plain old 100% acetone on this plate when I was noticing the staining, let it sit for about 15 minutes and took it off with a cotton ball, and still it didn't quite move. So what you see is what you get. This one is a little bit stained. Here's what I did with that. Just a kind of a big buffalo plaid sort of look. And the flower chain tile that I passed over earlier without talking to you about. I did a radial or circular gradient on that one, and the center is the lighter color, and then the hot pink is toward the edges. So that's what I did on those. So that's more like the textury plate. And here's the geometric plate. Let me be able to pick that one up. This is L26. We've got kind of a, cracked glass or cracked geometric look here, and all sorts of other little geo looks down the center. But also we've got, like here, this one, I colored this in with white through gray. Did a decal on that, or reverse stamping. This plain V here, the chevron, what I did on that is I picked up the stamp in gold, and then on the stamper I painted the black above there, and that way I didn't have to really work on my outlines too much. And then the base nail is white. I really like the way that turned out. Also, this one is the one for this manicure. I really like this one. I matted this out as usual with my NeVerMind polish matte look top coat. And this is the one I'm doing a tutorial on in a couple days. I really like this kind of, this is really, to me, this is kind of elegant and matte and nice. I like the gradient. I like the geometric look. It was pretty fine lines. So when lines are this fine, I do tend to leave it on the stamper and put one coat of Wet n Wild clear coat on, just to make sure that they don't distort or smear or anything when I put it on the nail. Because the first time I tried on a nude, it did kind of enlarge on the edges as I rolled it. So anyway, but never mind all that. I can talk to you about that during the tutorial. So these two I did samples of, if you can see that at all, over the reflection that's really being obnoxious right now. All right, so here's the one that I showed you. That's Maniology's Mermaid top coat, the no smudge one. That pretty blue shine. That's really beautiful iridescence. That's what I used to get that effect. And then this is just over a brown. This is a gold that I used. If you can see that geometric kind of look there. Hopefully that's working out. So there's that one. So here is where I am on these. Move over here. And this one I did, this is just a bunch of really fine chevrons with some dimension in there. And that one I did under a matte top coat. I did a smudge, a sort of a smush marble look, and then I put the silver over that. And it's really not enjoying the focusing, so I'm going to put that one down. And then all I have, so this one I didn't do a sample of, and I kind of wish I did, but I can see like one color in the solid circle and a different color in the dotted circle. Same kind of thing here with a sort of a gradient. You could do like a white or a black as the main stamp, and then each individual circle would have a different shade ascending up, light or dark, depending on how you wanted your ombre to go. And then just a bunch of little ideas here. I like the arrows that point both ways. I like the way this shape goes. Just really like this plate. So that is plate number L26. And so I guess I'm going to tell you that this one I did with the various splatter options from the texture plate, the number 16. And I did a gradient. Information is listed in my Instagram post about this video. My info is in the description box, but this is a gradient from blue through light green, even though the light green didn't really do great. I guess it did best on this finger out of all of them. Anyway, so that's that manicure, and I really kind of like this was super easy and simple, just plain old stamps, no filling in decals or anything like that. So here is the way that this plate stamps right out of the box. I had some issues with this. I tried to use a non-stamping polish. This is a regular black stamping polish, so I'd probably recommend you use stamping polishes on this particular plate. But I just really love this one. And here's the rest of them. Various little bird shapes. And then I did these while the plate was upside down, so you'll have to excuse me on these. Here are the way that hearts really look when they're right side up, but I think you know that. So here is the way that everything is stamping when it is right side up. Those little bows are kind of cute. And this would look really good if you double stamped it, like you had one on the bottom and one on the top, and kind of let the bottom one stick out just a tiny bit, a little edge of it. It would look pretty cool. This is the flower one I did on the Swatch stick. This one I really wanted, I almost did this as a sample in black and white because I think that would look really fun. Just a big graphic, sort of easy manicure. And this one I see kind of in gold over like black or white or gray or maybe a deep red. And that's it. So that is my swatches. Those are my swatches for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do the whole like, comment, subscribe thing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in a couple of days with my tutorial. So ta-ta, and see you in the next one.